What did you think of the running game as the game went along? And certainly Rennie got a couple of pops in the second half. It looked like Chris ran a little better in the second half as well.
I think our guys up front did a really good job of being on they were assignment sound. We were on the people we needed to be on. They crowded the box at times. I think we ran strong, we ran tough, we ran physical, and got some tough yardage. There was a lot of tough yardage carries there. And then in the second half, we opened it up a little bit more, and we were able to create a little bit more space.
Did it seem like to you that Chris, as he started getting more comfortable, ran a little bit harder? I mean, it looked to us a little bit like maybe he was a little tentative at the beginning. Did you see that?
I don't know if I agree with that. I thought he ran the ball well and strong and tough all day.
Certainly Mesa was much more comfortable with like as the game went on too. It's just a matter of season opener, hadn't played. He's still a young guy.
I don't know what you attribute it to. You just got to make sure that we play with the same sense of urgency we do in the first half as we did in the second half.
This week, a lot like before last week's game, you talk about taking care of what you need to do. You don't, obviously you look at what maybe that defense is going to throw at you, but it's more about you, right?
Every week it is. Every week it's about, are we assignment sound? We got to run our schemes. We got to run our plays better than they run their plays. That's a lot of it. At the same time, you have to play to your personnel strengths. Got to make sure that we get certain guys touches and make sure that we're sound in the run game, that we're physical, that we're playing with good tempo. And the good thing that we did last week, we have to do again this week and every week is take care of the football and secure the ball.
Are you a believer, like a lot of coaches, that the most improvement comes for a team and even a unit from the first game to the second game?
No, I'm not into that, as far as first game to second game. I think what's really important is that we're better as the year progresses and keep on getting better. And that's what all the practices are for. You want to be playing your best ball in November. And that's the whole goal, is to be constantly improving and working on improvement and great effort. And, you work on the fundamentals, and over time, those things, you should show improvement. You should get better.
The Cowboy backs are a great tool to give your offense versatility and looks. What are the things you'll look for? What are the things that will show up that allow them to get targeted more?
Matchups mainly, depending on who we're playing and how they plan on covering, whether it's a 3-by-1 set or a 2-by-1 set or whatever formation. However we can get them on a advantageous matchup is really the key to the Cowboy backs in this offense.
I know that we've talked about a couple of players in particular, but one that stood out, and I think even a couple of his teammates after the game talked about how hard he'd worked and the difference they saw in him this fall camp, was Marcel Aiton.
Yeah, he had a great camp, and it was good to see Marcel, get rewarded by playing well in the game and getting the ball and making some catches, scoring a touchdown, big catch. And it's good to see any player that practices well have the same consistency. And, it goes as the old adage says, you play like you practice. And he had a great camp, and it was good to see him play well.